17. In the last days God says, I will pour out my spirit on all people. Your sons and daughters will prophesy, your young men will see visions, your old men will dream dreams. This is word of the God. Thanks to the God, Acts 2:17.
Today's 동아 Daily News 2025 January 30, and they mention about the DeepSeek. The DeepSeek referred to the 40 years old Chinese individual noted for his innovative and unconventional approach to AI research, leading to the team's over 100 to challenging to the dominance of the OpenAI in United States, and which is the over 1,000 manpower. So this individual began his journey with a small and focused team in China, aiming to break the new ground, completely new ground, the AI technology. Nobody even think about that. Despite of being the smaller in the number, his vision that has led to the significant advancement. Actually, historically, the field of the AI, nobody gonna touch that. It was completely dominated by the larger Western organization. However, small, Azil, and the teams like DeepSeek, very small, and then another one, to China, nobody even think about the China can make this kind of thing. They're showing that they innovate and impact is solely not determined by the size, but by the vision. The vision is that much important to that. So today, we're talking about the vision. What is your vision about it in the Bible? To mention to about the human can have that vision. So perhaps I want you to have that vision, especially Korean youth, the young man should have that vision. As a vision, it should be given by the God. We have two vision here. One is given by the God, one is made by some human being. So we're talking about a very famous phrase, be ambitious, is attributed by the Dr. William Smith Clark. He's the first president of the Hokkaido University in Japan. That he's mentioned about that, and he's moved to many young men in Japan. The Bible still mention about the vision, and the Bible verse we picking up that at the act, and it was in the same mention to the Joel as well. Today's where I pick up the Bible Acts 2, chapter 2, the 17. The son and daughter, the prophecy. So with those vision, and with more detail about discuss about it. Today is hey, we gather together and then meditating the profound teaching of the Bible found in the Act and chapter 2 in the 17. Bible mention about the young man's vision and the old man's dream. So first thing we're talking about what the difference between the dream and then vision. Actually, in conclusion, dream and the vision is the same matter. Okay, the dream actually to people asleep and receiving the God's message, but the vision, people is awake, receive the spiritual revelation from the God. Same meaning. So representatively, the apostle, the Paul, the received the vision where people from the Macedonia called for the help is Acts chapter 16. So those message is importantly conveying God's will to people, helping them to understand the follows his plan. But old one closed the eye, young man opened the eye. It's difference here. One man is conscious, another man unconscious. Okay, but the conscious, unconsciously, they receive the same revelation from the God. Same meaning. So that's why we're talking about that this is the same. So today's mainly themes of this message is seeking the true vision from the God. The vision in demonstrating their work can be mirrored in our spiritual journey by seeking the divine message from the God. So first one, like a seek, deep seek. is a kind of the man-made vision. So man-made vision is a human imagination and ambition or strategic plan. The vision can be motivating, but are derived from the human thought and the process. It can vary widely depending on individual capacity or effort, isn't it? But human being made vision is it. But God made vision, little difference. The God-made vision, the divine, the inspiration, revelation directed from the God. That is not the human matter thing. It's a God matter thing. So it is a profound, clear, accompanied by some strong sense or purpose we call the calling. Example, the Bible, including the vision experienced by the prophets like Isaiah and Daniel. So we're gonna God-made vision is divinely inspired, focusing on in spiritual, the moral guidance based upon the history and the circumstance. This is much important right now. So both these follow the same thing, but impact rate is a total different. So now as I'm talking about that, Joel 2, chapter 2 and 28, and Act 2 and 17 is slightly the same word, but there is a context or terminology completely different. Joel actually to BC 8th century was a dark time, and Joel prophesied in the future. It's gonna be happening right now. But Act 2 to 17 is a difference. This means that already Peter received the Holy Spirit, and then mentioned to that, the young man, you receive the Holy Spirit as I receive you. This is like a declaration and a mention about that. So today I'm talking about the Joel vision, and then I persuade you to believe in the Peter's vision. So in order to do that, now we should understand the Paul's vision, how Paul, Apostle Paul, received the vision. So Paul received the vision of the man from the Macedonia during his second missionary journey. This vision is recorded in Acts chapter 16, 9 and 8. The man is the vision is standing and pleading with Paul, saying, come over Macedonia to help us. After seeing this vision, Paul and his companies decided to travel in Macedonia instead of the east. The Paul decision go to west rather than east is guided by the Holy Spirit. As I mentioned that initially Paul and his company tried to preaching in Asia or Bithynia, which is the east, but the Holy Spirit prevented them to doing so. Instead, they are led to the Troas, and where the Paul received the vision of the Macedonia. That's why he turning redirect to that his journey west towards the Macedonia. So Paul's decision to go to west is ultimately the matter of the divine guidance. As I said, that Holy Spirit played a crucial role in directing the Paul missionary effort, ensuring that the message of the gospel reached the region where it was the most needed, not the East Asia. The West Macedonia the most needed that gospel. By the Macedonia the waiver division, as a result, Christianity is traveling around the world of the world now through the America to reach to the Korea. It is a decision at the moment made by some Holy Spirit, brought about the historical challenge in the Christianity. Very interesting, isn't it, right? So we're going to see it here. The famous C.S. Lewis said, I believe Christianity as I believe that the sun has risen, not only because I see it, sun, but because by the sun, I can see everything else. That means this evidence is showing that at the moment here, I can collecting the data or reanalyze what you are so far situation. You can see that everything. So what's gonna be happen as a vision over there. That's a very important vision right now. So first question to my audience here. Do you think the gospel traveling all over the place here? Okay. At the moment, Paul decided to left side the westward and then through the Europe and through the America, through the Korea right now. That means gospel traveling all over the place, coming out of the Israel, coming back to Israel, but without going to North Korea? My question is, don't answer to me, but asking to your Holy Spirit in your heart. What do you answer that? Second question, assumption, the message of the gospel reached the reason where is the most needed right now. The Paul they decided at the moment, the Macedonia, at the reason where it was most needed. Gospel. Is it the Macedonia waver's hand that is not the same as North Korea, the waver's hand right now? I'm asking that. Do not answer the question, but asking the Holy Spirit in your heart. When Paul had to make a decision, East was culturally rich, but he chose the West. However, it is a natural. South Korea was culturally, economically rich, but you should not decide to heading to North ministry work. So this is the same thing like what the Paul the action planned right now. So we're asking this question here. Third question, on the world map, Korean is only divided country. This is a very historical event here. Now you can see the God the providence. Can you see that? All over the place, it's any country, they're all unified. Even though divided before, but now they become the unified as a nation, but not the Korea. So what is it you can see? What you can imagining to God's providence. The conclusion that division of North Korea, South Korea is the one of the God's plan, don't you think? It's his providence. North Korean people will be saved by the God. At the same time, it's going to be completely ministry, God's ministry, out of the Mistrai and back to the Israel. So this is very important right now. I'm just throw the question to you. You have got the answer in your heart. Okay, fourth question. Why 70% of the South Korea asset managed by the people from the North Korea through the Korean war? All the people who the dreams. Yes, you got our dreams right now. But young people must have a vision. Must vision means a dream is unconscious. You are not able to touching and feeling anything about it, but you can dream. But the young man must have vision mean you must have a touch that, what you believe. So this is a practically approach right now. Then young man has to do something else right now. I'm talking about this one. Core message of the I'm just one example. I look at some I wrote a books about self-developed book. So most popular books that I look at the Jobo Mungo, and then what you have there, all people about making the hundreds, the millions ones, blah blah whatever something. So and he got some small office on the Gangnam or is whatsoever. He doesn't care about the study abroad, and he find out something good vision, and he had something like a dream, not the talking about it. He only mentioned about the old books about the how making the 100 billion something as a young man. Looks like chasing the rainbow. You earning the money at the young age, but you are chasing the rainbow of the meaning. Chasing the rainbow of the money is total difference here. One has a low vision, another one has a vision here. The young man should have a vision. Practically participating in such a modern ministry of the God should be meaningful of the life. It is meaningful, especially the young man whose parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, it was in North Korea. You should have more touch your heart, okay? So if you do not have a parents' gene, you shouldn't be here. That's why I'm talking about that. Absolutely, there is and we have the good quotation, Saint of Augustine here. Faith is the belief of what you not see. The rewards of the faith to see the what you believe. So faith is you are not the believe what you can see, but you believe and you can touch someday. See, that is a faith over there. So talking about that. Challenge include the balance of the spiritual vision with the practical daily life. The solutions involved in creating a prayerful and reflective routine, seeking the South and North national unification, of course, and then continue the aligning to one visions, which is the biblical the principle. The personal testimony, I was a study abroad. I went to America 4 years ago. And when I witnessed that the first time, that and in China, completely at the moment was struggling with the poverty. Now is a remarkable transformation of the China become, and it is a reason to become the global leader, thought, and focusing that the investment, human capital, so on and so on, and they are very effective right now. As you see that DeepSeek, a very small company demonstrating the power of the vision and determination by some man-made vision, okay? And turning into the great right now. But we turning to our faith, seeking the true vision from the God by the God-made vision. And in doing so, we found the Bible also offered the profound lesson on importance of the vision. As we live here today, let's carry this lesson in our heart. Live each day with the faith and trust in the God, the guidance. Have a blessed weeks ahead. See you next time. Thank you.